Hi VC, this is Aaron Mitha Alamere, and today I'm counting down my top 40 records that I own of 1978. And another really good year. All the 70s have been really great. It surprised me how many great records there are. I started out with about 75 to 80 records and whittled it down to my top 40. So even number 40 on this is an excellent record. All of these are really good. Just some great stuff, and I left a lot of really good ones off. I might have to up my up my list a little, but I'm sticking with 40 as long as I can. I'm trying to stick to that, but I know in the 80s it's going to get bigger because there's just so many great records. You got so much metal and then other stuff mixed in that it's going to be hard to get even 50, I think. But all right, let's start off with number 40 from 1978, and for number 40 I've got Eric Clapton with Backless. Pretty good record by him. You know, it's got Promises is probably the biggest hit off it. Big fan of it though. This is a really good record. Really good listen. I like Eric Clapton, of course, but for me, the best things he ever did was Cream. I'm a huge Cream fan, but I like all his stuff. He's a great guitarist. So at number 39, got some Bruce Springsteen with Darkness on the Edge of Town. Really great record from Bruce here. You know, starts off with Badlands and Adam Raised a Cain. That's a great one. You know, Dancing in the Street. Really good album. Streets on Fire. Good stuff there. So number 38, got a live record. Sammy Hagar, All Night Long. Really good early Hagar. It's got, you know, everything from Red, Rock and Roll Weekend, you know, I've Done Everything for You, Bad Motor Scooter, the Montrose song, really good on here. So that's cool. Love that. This is a pretty cool record here. I like Hagar. Okay, at number 37, this is for Randall Nelson. I like this. He'd probably think it's way too low, of course. But so, Who Are You? The Who. Pretty good record. This is one of the first Who records I owned. This one and By Numbers. Quadrophenia. When I was young, I had all three of those. But this, you know, the title song's great. Pretty good, solid record all the way through. I've always loved this cover too. That's pretty cool there. And at number 36, I think this is a very underrated album by this artist. This is Street Legal from Bob Dylan. I've always really liked this record. Senor, I think is that. Yeah, I really like Senor. This is just a great record. This is really different for Bob Dylan. I really like it. Good, solid record. Street Legal. Okay, at number 35, this just shows how many great records there are. This is 35. This is Dog and Butterfly from Heart. This is a great record. I mean, it's just good all the way through. Heart was a great band, or is a great band. And Ann and Nancy Wilson are amazing. Yeah, this is you know, the song Dog and Butterfly is great. Mr. Wind, Straight On, that's a great song. Really good album here. Okay, at number 34, we've got some Ted Nugent with Weekend Warriors. Yeah, this is a great record here too. This is actually a sealed copy. Might have to crack this open. It's starting to, the shrink's getting on the corners a little, but I like to keep them sealed sometimes and have a play copy, but great records. I love Ted Nugent's music. Great. Number 33. It's coming apart. Alice Cooper, From the Inside. Really great record. I love this one. This is a pretty cool cover too. It goes apart like that. In the back has them busting out of the insane asylum. But I got the thing in there. I got it the wrong way, but that's all right. So yeah, this is a good record. I'm a huge Alice Cooper fan. This is a really good one by him. Okay, at number 32. This is considered the debut from this band, but it kind of is and kind of isn't. This is Trouble from Whitesnake. Really great record. You know, I prefer some of their later ones that come after this to this, but this is a good solid record. You know, it's got John Lord on the keyboards and Mickey Moody, David Coverdale, of course, Neil Murray on the bass, and Bernie Marsden on guitar, Dave Duck Doyle on drums. They do a version of a Day Tripper from the Beatles. That's kind of interesting. Probably my least favorite on here, but this is a good, solid record. I like Trouble. Big fan of Whitesnake. Coverdale's vocals, of course. Okay, and then at number 31, some Sweet with Level Headed. Another great record from Sweet. I'm a really big fan of the band. The big hit from this one was Love Is Like Oxygen. Really good song. This is a solid record all the way through, though. Pretty cool cover. And there's the Enter the Gatefold. So there we go. And at number 30, so 52nd Street from Billy Joel. This is a great record, too. I mean, Billy Joel at this point started pumping out some great records, starting with The Stranger and going forward for a few. There was some really good stuff. You know, Zanzibar, I really like that one. Rock and Roll Eyes. You know, My Life and Big Shot are on this. Really good record. I always like it when they put the lyrics on the back. That way you don't lose them if you lose the inner sleeve. Okay, at number 29. But seriously, folks, Joe Walsh. Love Joe Walsh. Great record. You know, Life's Been Good is a big hit from this. But, you know, all of Joe Walsh's stuff is good. Solid artist. Great guitarist. Unique voice, too. He's pretty cool. I like him. So, and at number 28, this is the debut. This might surprise some people. It's even on my list, but this is For You from Prince. His debut. Really, this is a total funk record. Way different sounding than he became, and I really like this one. It's pretty cool stuff. It's I believe he played every instrument and sang. They did every single thing on this record. Yeah, produced, arranged, composed, and performed by Prince. He did like everything on it. Pretty talented guy. So that's a good one there. Okay, I got a number 27. Some double live Gonzo from Ted Nugent. This is a great live record. You know, it's just mayhem on vinyl. Great stuff here. I love Ted Nugent's music. He's killer. Great stuff. Okay, at number 26. This is a really good record. City to City from Jerry Rafferty. You know, the song Right Down the Line, I love that one. Baker Street was the big hit. That's a good one. This is a good, solid record. Of course, he came from Steelers Wheels. Good band. Really good stuff here. That's a great record, Jerry Rafferty. Number 25, Double Vision from Foreigner. Another really good record. I mean, this whole top 40 to me is really good, solid stuff. You know, Hot Blooded's on here, Blue Morning, Blue Day, you know, the song Double Vision, Spellbinder. I know there's two covers for this. I don't have the other one, but there's actually two different covers for this album. And, okay, at number 24, first appearance by this group, and I'm sure they'll be on different incarnations of this on my later list. This is Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush Live. Love Frank Marino. He's a killer guitarist. Great stuff here. I like Mahogany Rush a lot. Really been getting into them. Frank Marino's got some great solo stuff too. This is a really good live record. Great Canadian group. And at number 23, you know, it was hard for me to put this one this low, but there's just so many good records. This is Never Say Die from Black Sabbath. Now this is a lot of people really don't like this record, but I have one friend of mine who this is his favorite Black Sabbath record. So, you know, it kind of ebbs and flows. I really like it, but I really love the title song especially. And Shockwave and, you know, Junior's Eyes. This is a really good album. But only made it to 23 for me for this year, but that's not bad because this is a great year for music. Number 22, the debut from Molly Hatchet. Great Southern rock band. Just a really good band. Really good record here. Their debut really, you know, it's Southern rock with a hard rock edge. Good stuff there. And rounding out from number 21, got Infinity from Journey. This is the first one with Steve Perry. It's got Lights and Wheel in the Sky, a few other good tracks. I mean, this is a good album. It's a good one. It's the start of Journey's superstardom, this one here. So now I'm starting with the top 20. And at number 20, I guess I should take the shrink off this one. It's coming apart anyway, so I'll just do it. Number 20, I've got Paul Stanley, solo record from Kiss. Now, all four of the solo records I love. This is actually my least favorite. A lot of people think this is his best one, the best of the four. But to me, I mean, it's like Kiss Light to me. It's really good. I mean, there's some great tracks. Move On is really good. Wouldn't You Like to Know Me? I mean, It's All Right. Love in Chains. You know, there's a couple weaker songs on here too, I thought, but this is a great record. I love all the Kiss solo records. So that's a number 20. Number 19, really great album by one of the best bands ever, Some Girls from the Rolling Stones. It's got, you know, a few giant hits, Miss You, Shattered, and Beast of Burden. Really good, solid. I mean, they were leaning a little disco-y at times on this, but even those songs that had that disco influence were really good on here, like Miss You. Miss You is such a great song. If I do a top 20 of them, that'd probably be on there, actually. So, I always like the cover a lot, too. Pretty interesting. Well, there's different color schemes you can get. Okay, and then at number 18, Parallel Lines from Blondie. This is where they really broke out and became big. You know, had a couple really big hits, One Way or Another. What else was on here? Heart of Glass, 2 giant hits. Really good, solid record here. Blondie. Okay, probably the most misunderstood record in this whole top 40. I really love this record. I know some people hate it. Some people think it's really excellent. I think it's great. I just happen to prefer 2 other ones a little more, but this is Peter Criss solo record, and this is very misunderstood, very killer record. I love this. Starts with "I'm Gonna Love You." It's kind of got an R&B swing sound to parts of it, and I usually don't like that kind of music much, but his voice, he's got that raspy voice, and I just love it. You know, "Kiss the Girl Goodbye," "Hooked on Rock and Roll," "I Can't Stop the Rain" is a great ballad. "Tossin' and Turnin'." That's the kind of sugar Papa likes. I always like that one. You matter to me. I really love this record. But it made my top 20, so, you know, I gotta love it. Okay, and then at number 16, another really great double live record. Tokyo Tapes from Scorpions. This is an amazing record. It's the end of the Eli John Roth era, and that's my favorite era of the Scorpions. I really love his guitar work. It's got a lot of my favorites on here. I don't think it has my very favorite song they did with him, but it's got a lot of them. Yeah, it's got, you know, Steam Rock Fever is great. I love that one. Polar Nights, In Trance. You know, some killer stuff on there. I just wish they would have put Sails a Chair on. That's my favorite Scorpion song. But other than that, this is just a great record. And he is an amazing guitarist, Eli Roth. Okay. Number 15, another debut record. This is a really good debut. Dire Straits. Sultans of Swing. That song alone is just so good. And this whole record is it's amazing. Mark Knopfler is a very underrated guitarist and songwriter. Great record. I love this one. Number 15, so there we go. Okay, at number 14. Gene Simmons solo record, and a lot of people don't like this one, but I love this. I just love this record. I really love Living in Sin. Radioactive blows me away every time I hear it still. The only weak point is when you wish upon the star, but I love his different version of See You in Your Dreams on this. Man with a Thousand Faces is really cool. Always Near You, Nowhere to Hide is amazing. I love that. You know, See You Tonight. I really like this record a lot. Great stuff there. Okay, at number 13, and I'm really surprised this is so low. When I went through them, this is where it ended up. This is Outlandos D'Amour from the Police, their debut. And it's got Roxanne and Next to You. I love Next to You. So Lonely. Can't Stand Losing You. Be My Girl Sally, very odd song. Really good stuff here. I'm a big Police fan, and this is a great record. At number 12, Excitable Boy from Warren Zevon. Really good record. He's a great songwriter. Werewolves in London, of course, is the big hit from this, and the title song. But, yeah, this is a great record. Lawyers, Guns, and Money. Great stuff. Warren Zevon, very underrated artist. Really good. Okay, at number 11, AC/DC, If You Want Blood, You've Got It. Amazing record, too, here. You know, Riff Raff and The Jack, Problem Child, Whole Lot of Rosie, High Voltage, Let There Be Rock. Great album here. Amazing. Okay, now my top 10. So this is the cream of the crop here. Top 10 of 1978. Every one of these, I think, is just an amazing record. I've liked every one of them so far, but these are just the top for me. This is starting out number 10 with Easter from Patti Smith. This album is really good. Oh man, I like it better than her Horses record, which most people like. But this one here, Because the Night was redone by, I think, Pat Benatar, maybe. But that's a really good song. You know, every song on this is good. This is like punk, folk, rock, just a mixture of different sounds. And this is a great record. Love this record. Patti Smith with Easter. And number 9. This album actually has 2 different names for it, but I have this version. This is Killing Machine from Judas Priest. Some of their best songs are on this, actually. One of my very favorites, the Green Manalishi with the 2-pronged crown. That song is so good. I actually prefer the live version of it, but it's really good on here too. You know, it's got Delivering the Goods, which is, you know, Hellbent for Leather. The title song, Killing Machine. It's also called Hellbent for Leather. But this is a great record. Really good. Priest at the height of their powers. I think this era of Priest is my favorite. Okay, number 8. Second appearance. Powerage, or Power Age, however you want to say it, from AC/DC. One of my favorite AC/DC records. I love this one. It's amazing. Rock and Roll Damnation. Down Payment Blues is so good. You know, Riff Raff, Sin City, Up to My Neck in You, Kicked in the Teeth. This is just a great record. Love this. Love the Bon Scott era. I like the Brian Johnson era too, but I'm particularly like the Bon Scott era. Okay, number 7. My favorite album by this group, and I believe they were on last 2 years ago. They've been on the last couple of years. This is Road to Ruin from the Ramones. And for me, their self-titled debut is very iconic, and that's the one everyone knows, but this is my favorite. I really love this record. I Just Want to Have Something to Do. I love that song. Every song on this is really good. I Want to Be Sedated, of course, is on here. Bad Brain. I love this record. One of my favorite punk records of all time. Road to Ruin from the Ramones. Okay, at number 6. I grew up listening to this record. We had it on vinyl and 8-track when I was a kid, and we listened to it in the car traveling all the time. Stranger in Town by Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band. Amazing record. My least favorite songs are actually the singles on this, which are We Got Tonight and Old Time Rock and Roll. The other single I like better, Hollywood Nights. Still the same, might have even been a single. That's a great one. But my favorites on here are like Feel Like a Number, Ain't Got No Money, Brave Strangers. That's an amazing song. This is a great record. Probably my favorite Bob Seger record. Really, really good. Okay, the top 5. And a debut record by a great band. It's the Cars debut. This is almost the greatest hits. It's so good. Love this record, and I love this band. Good Times Roll, Best Friend's Girl, Just What I Needed. That's how it starts. It's also got Moving in Stereo, really killer song. You're All I've Got Tonight. Every song's good on this. Great record, great debut. 2 great singers, you know, Rick Ocasek and Benjamin Orr. Love them both. I prefer the Benjamin Orr vocals a little bit, but I really love this record. Number 4. One of my favorite albums by this band. They were on a little earlier. Stay in Class from Judas Priest. This album just kicks my ass. I love it. You know, Beyond the Realms of Death and Invader. This title song, Exciter. Great album. Heavy. This is kind of where they started to change their sound a little from the 70s and move into the 80s. It's kind of a mixture of both sounds. Really killer record. Love this record, Stay in Class. Number 3. Ace Frehley, solo record from Kiss. My favorite of the solo records, it always has been. This is one of my very favorite Kiss records even. One of my favorite Ace records. Love this. It starts out with Rip It Out, Speeding Back to My Baby, Snowblind, and Ozone. Ozone is a song me and my friends used to listen to. We had a secret code thing with that one. It was pretty cool. New York Groove, of course, the big hit. I'm in Need of Love is amazing. Fractured Mirror, the first instrumental he did. Killer stuff. Fractured Mirror, just the guitar layering on that is so good. Amazing record. Love it. What's on Your Mind? I had a friend that What's on Your Mind was his favorite. It was like, oh, that's an alright one. Oh, that's my favorite. And then I listened, it's like, every song is so good on this. And a great, great record. And great sign of what was to come from Ace later on. At number 2, And a lot of people have this number one, I know, and it was hard for me not to. It's actually not my favorite by this band, even though it's most people's. Van Halen debut. I mean, what a great record. Running with the Devil, you know, Jamie's Crying, Eruption, Atomic Punk. I really love Little Dreamer. You know, just every song is so good on this. One of the best debut albums of all time. Sorry, I lose my voice there. But yeah, great record. Amazing debut. Still really sad about Edward Van Halen, R.I.P. Great, amazing, influential guitarist, of course. And love every member of this band, really. I love that album. So, at number one, my favorite album by this band, one of my very favorite albums of all time. They came close to being number one a couple different years. Long Live Rock and Roll from Rainbow. It's my favorite Rainbow record, one of my favorite by Ronnie James Dio and Ritchie Blackmore both. It's just, I love this album. Most people like Rainbow Rising better. I actually prefer this, but Rainbow Rising is very close. You know, it starts off with the title song, which just is a rocker. Lady of the Lake is amazing. LA Connection. But my favorite Rainbow song is Gates of Babylon. That song is just a mind blower. I love it. Got Kill the King, Sensitive Delight, The Shed, and then the amazing Rainbow Eyes, the ballad to close it out. And, you know, this lineup with Ritchie Blackmore on guitar, Ronnie James Dio on the vocals, Cozy Powell on the drums, Bob Daisley on the bass, and David Stone on keyboards. It's just an amazing record. I love this record so much. It's the Gatefold edition. And, of course, Cosmic Brian told a story about this picture. It was actually a Rush concert, and they airbrushed a bunch out. Really cool. But, yeah, that's just, I love this record. So, it took a very special record to beat out the Van Halen debut, but that one there to me is one of my favorites of all time. So is the Van Halen. So is the Ace Frehley. You know, this is just a great year. 79 is going to be just as difficult, I'm sure. I'm looking forward to it. And everybody, I'll just recap it real quick and be done. So number one, we got Rainbow with Long Live Rock and Roll. Number two, Van Halen self-titled debut. Number three, Ace Frehley solo album from Kiss. Number four, Stained Class, Judas Priest. Number five, The Cars debut. Number six, Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Stranger in Town. Number seven, Road to Ruin from the Ramones. Number eight, Power Rage from AC/DC. Number nine, Killing Machine, Judas Priest. Number 10, Easter by Patti Smith. Number 11, If You Want Blood, You've Got It, AC/DC. Number 12, Excitable Boy from Warren Zevon. Number 13, Outlandis d'Amour from The Police. Number 14, Gene Simmons solo record from Kiss. Number 15, Dire Straits debut. Number 16, Tokyo Tapes from Scorpions. Number 17, Peter Criss solo record from Kiss. Number 18, Parallel Lines from Blondie. Number 19, Some Girls from the Rolling Stones. Number 20, Paul Stanley's solo record from Kiss. Number 21, Infinity from Journey. 22, Molly Hatchet's debut. 23, Never Say Die from Black Sabbath. Number 24, Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush Live. Number 25, Double Vision from Foreigner. Number 26, City from Jerry Rafferty. Number 27, Double Live Gonzo from Ted Nugent. 28, For You from Prince. 29, But Seriously Folks, Joe Walsh. Number 30, 52nd Street, Billy Joel. 31, Level Headed from Sweet. 32, Trouble from Whitesnake. 33, From the Inside, Alice Cooper. 34, Weekend Warriors, Ted Nugent. 35, Dog and Butterfly from Heart. 36, Street Legal, Bob Dylan. 37, Who Are You, The Who. 38, All Night Long from Sammy Hagar. 39, Darkness on the Edge of Town from Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. And at number 40, we got some Backlist from Eric Clapton. So there you go. That's 1978. Of course, these are my favorite records that I own. A lot of people will disagree, I'm sure. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Keep on rocking.